Hi, Anthony here from West Coast Custom Concrete, the best in the West. Today we'll be in Laguna Beach at a private cove called Three Arch Bay. Here I am driving into it. It's a private gated community in Laguna Beach on the right on the water, and it has a private beach with no public access. Laguna Beach has got a collective bunch of coves like Emerald Bay, Monarch Bay. This is Three Arch Bay. This is South Laguna. This is a walkway down here. It's cool because a couple of my friends lived in here, and it's got a private break around the cliff down here where I'm going to show you. That's not for the public because you got to come through the guarded gate to come in here. There's houses in here upwards of 30 million in this cove. Here's a view here. It's probably about 6-7 days before Christmas. It's about 75 degrees. I normally don't do jobs like this, but a really nice lady, she was an interior designer, called me, and she was up north, and this was one of her clients, and they wanted to put in a basketball hoop before Christmas for, she told me, like a 7-year-old kid. I normally will never do this. And then she said it was in Three Arch Bay, so I was like, yeah, okay, I'm down. I've done a lot of houses in here, so I know it really good. It's just a basketball hoop for a foundation or footing for, they're going to come and strap the pole on it. I never bid jobs like this either. I didn't really know. I didn't even know how much a bag of concrete was. I don't ever do anything like this. But to be honest, I'd rather do jobs like this than the commercial jobs I was doing with problems. I mean, employees, workers' comp auditing me, delays, holding the money on retention. I'd rather just do the stuff I'm doing. But I haven't been posting because Kristen's horse got hurt and she's been busy for a month, and we bought a new program. And she's about 8 jobs behind. And some of the stuff I'm going to be posting, some of the most ambitious stuff I've done, I think it's some of the best stuff I'm going to post coming up. I have like at least 8 jobs to post. And I just signed 3 more. So she's going to go on a rampage, and we're going to see if we can post every 6 days or something like that coming up. This was just a little one I wanted to show on here. I don't have anything like this. This is kind of maybe handyman-ish, kind of a little job, but as long as your guys keep moving. We had other stuff going on, but we came up here and put this up so the kid could have it for Christmas. And we were in Three Arch Bay, so it was a win-win. It was about 15 bags of concrete. Like I was saying, I didn't even know how much bags of concrete because I never take calls like this. I won't even do them. And Javier just brought his little Home Depot mixer, and we just mixed them up and put them in there. And then they had everything delivered there, so the basketball hoop and everything was there, and we just had to get it flat and level and put the template on top for them to bolt the pole onto it. I wanted a lot of different videos, a lot of different stuff, and the stuff I have coming up, I have floating stairs with steps in it. I got a garage floor, driveways, sunken living rooms. I have so many videos I got to post, so we're going to start posting them pretty regular coming up. This was a nice, easy day because we've been killing it. And so we took the day kind of off to come up here and do this. It's like 15 bags. I think it equates to about a half a yard or something like that. That's what the directions on the basketball with a template and everything was, where we set it in there. It's about 3 feet deep. So we just mixed about 15 of these bags. Let's set up a little top. We formed up the top so it'd be square. And just continually to do this here. But the stuff I have coming up and the videos I'm going to be posting up here are going to be, I think, very informative and a lot of custom designs. We're just going to get on the ball and start forming them. Look at that day in SoCal, right around, it's about 6 days before Christmas, so it's probably about the 19th, 18th, something like that. Probably the 18th we did this. But we've been shut down for a month for the editing. We haven't edited anything. So I'll put this one up and show maybe DIYers or people who want to do this. It may be handyman. I mean, there's a little bit of skill, though. You got to get it square up top. And then there's a lady there that was an advocate for the tree to make sure that I didn't cut any roots on it. So the tree was fine. I mean, literally a lady watching the tree. That's how it is up here, though. It's a little different than... I mean, there's $30 million houses in this cove. There was one for sale, and we stopped by and looked at the paper on it. It was like 30 million. It's a pretty cool place to work. It's just South Laguna. It's hard to get to. And you got to go through a guard gate, and sometimes they hassle you. Here I am helping with the wheelbarrow. I got to do everything. So we're just knocking these bags out. Like I was saying, the stuff I'm gonna post is just gonna, it'll be the best stuff on YouTube, the jobs I'm gonna be posting, especially for homeowners and designs and stuff like that. There's some cool stuff. Some floating stairs with like string lights underneath it, we put underneath it. I'm gonna pour that tomorrow, so or Friday. So I'll have that up next week. That's why I got a couple ahead of it, but I'll get it pretty good. It'll be a good one. I got a diamond groove I'm gonna be posting too, all locked in, no access. You have to skate it, groove the whole thing. But little jobs like this, in between, I don't see anything wrong with them if you can get the money that you want. And it's a mutual benefit for you to come out here and do it, and for the homeowner. They want to use somebody else or more handyman. I don't know if it's more of a handyman type thing or not, but I wanted to have every different genre, foundations, stamp, everything on here in time. So I have a lot of stuff coming up. Garage floor I'm going to be posting too. How to do that correctly. That was the first video I ever posted, was a garage floor. And my early videos weren't so good, so I want to redeem that one. That was my first one. I think I pressed dislike on it. I didn't like the beginning ones. Well, the best in the West is going to make quite a comeback. I got my digital media artist is going to jump on this stuff. So we got a new program too. I got a Johnny Carson microphone, new laptop. We had to learn, I bought a new editing program. This stuff's pretty tricky when you switch over from what you're used to. But we just framed up the top, and we're going to just square it up, get it level. And there's a template, and it called for number 4 rebar in the directions when she sent me the directions, but I went and bought it, but it came with them already cut, so we just stabbed them down in there. I would have wrapped them and tied them around the anchors, but it just had you stab them straight in there. I just did it by what the directions were that were in the box. Really nice day. We ate lunch down in the cove. Like I was saying, there's a private break down there around that mountain on the side that's really sweet. I used to hit with my friend when we were kids. You told me to go work in Three Arch Bay, I'm there. And we're just knocking those down. There's the rebar I was talking about. You just stab into it. Knock them down in there. And you just set the template. I mean, this is pretty basic. Especially for the videos I'm going to be posting this. But it's a good genre to have a bunch of different stuff on there. But normally I don't even take these calls like this, but why not? Gave the boys an easy day too. Javier and I were just going to come up. I told them to bring Milton too for the day. Without that little mixer and mixing 15 bags in a wheelbarrow would probably be a little too much maybe. And then we mix it super dry, a certain amount of water we were marking on the bucket, so we just had super stiff. And all the tools and all the trowels and everything were on this bigger job we were doing. So luckily I had a little sweet husky trowel I had him trowel it with to straighten it out. There it is there. Thank God that was in my truck. And it's far enough away from the tree, it'll stick in the driveway. They can still put a car right up in there. We measured the whole thing out. In between the planter and the tree was where we're going to do it, but there's no roots there. I don't know what they would have done if there was roots there, because they did not want us to touch any roots. They even had a lady watching it. But it all worked out. Everyone was happy. I'm sure they came and put the pole on the next day they were scheduled, and the kid had his basketball hoop for Christmas. So we're just shaping this out because it's going to be exposed right there, and we just strip the wood when I'm back up there the next week or whatever. I'm in these neighborhoods all the time. It's another best in the West. Stay tuned for the stuff I have coming up. Trust me. It's going to make the other handyman on YouTube not too happy. And he's just going to put a 45 edge on it because we didn't have an edger with us. But I didn't actually see the plans in the box that it showed it with the framed out. I thought it was going in the dirt and it was lower before I got there. But the lady was happy. She was a really nice lady. I was glad I got it done for her. And it filled the day up for us. Thank you very much for watching The Best in the West, and look for my upcoming stuff.